Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Today we are continuing reading Animorphs number 8, The Alien by K.A. Applegate. And before we get started, I just want to say, you have an opinion about something and you don't think it's controversial at all. Like, why would anyone think differently? The Game of Thrones season 8 finale had Jon killing Dany, and everyone's like, oh no, Jon's a horrible person for killing the woman who had killed countless numbers of innocent bystanders in King's Landing. Like, she just burned that city to the ground, and she was like, I'm going to do more of that. It's like, oh no, Jon's killing the person that's intent on committing more genocide. Jon's such a horrible person. And it's just like, really? Really? That's I can understand about really loving a character, but there becomes limits. It's like, wow. Like, wow, really? This is the controversial opinion? That's okay. People, you do you, yeah. Like, I have no problem with people having their own opinions, but just come on. But anyways, let's get started with this dramatic reading. Ow! I just moved my wrist the wrong way, and my body's like, nope, you're trying to cut it off, aren't you? Lovely. Okay. Here we go. Maybe. I have morphed some Andalite animals, and I have morphed many strange Earth animals. But the animal I morph the most is the human animal. They are weak, slow, half blind, and unstable. But no Andalite should laugh at them. Humans rule their planet, and as the human Rachel once said, Earth is a tough neighborhood. From the Earth Diary of Eximli Iscorth Ithil. I peered through the trees. I could see a wide, grassy field. On the far side of the field were several long, squat buildings. There were large yellow vehicles parked in front. Hundreds of young humans milled outside the building. Prince Jake and Cassie had drawn close. Hey, Axe, Prince Jake said. How's it going? Very well, Prince Jake, I answered. You're not going to call me Prince Jake today, are you? When I am in human morph, I will behave as a normal human, I assured him. Well, better go ahead and morph, Cassie suggested. I think we're clear, but I'll go up and take a look, Tobias said. He flapped his wings and rose slowly into the sky. I concentrated on my human morph and began to make the change. Still clear, I heard Tobias call down from above. There are some kids about 200 feet away, but they can't see you. I morphed as quickly as I could, while being careful not to fall over as my third and fourth legs disappeared. At last, I stood on just two legs. It's both frightening and exciting. I mean, there you are, tottering back and forth with nothing to hold you up. Your feet can't grip, and they're too short to be much help in balancing. All you can do if you start to fall is stand on one leg while you throw the second leg out to catch yourself. It's very unreliable. I don't know why humans evolved this way. They are the only species on the planet to walk around on just two legs without wings or a tail to hold them up. And I've certainly never heard of any other intelligent species trying to walk this way. Hey, grab him! Prince Jake yelled as he began to lean back. Got him, Cassie said. She helped support me as I finished the morph. Last of all the morph. Okay, let's start that simple sentence again. Last of all, the mouth appeared, a horizontal split in my face. Are you done? Prince Jake asked me. Yes, I am fully human. The sound delighted me. It's an amazing talent, this ability to make complex sounds. Human, mun, human, human, human. Axe, don't do that, okay? Prince Jake said. What? What? That! Where you play with every sound like it's a new toy. Yes, my prince. Not a toy. Toy, 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 toy. Sorry. This should be interesting, Cassie said, looking at Prince Jake. Tobias came swooping low and nested on a tree branch. It's kind of sweet, he said. Axe's first day of school. His only day of school, Prince Jake said quickly. This is just so he can learn how to be a more believable human. One time. Prince Jake held up a single finger, indicating the number 1. Yes, that is 1, I agreed. Now, let's go to school. I am looking forward to it. To it. To it. Remember, you're my cousin Philip from out of state, Jake said while handing me a bag filled with garments. Philip, I repeated confidently. Philip. Lip. Fill up. Pa. I like the sound of the letter P makes. I got dressed and set off toward the squat building that was the schoolhouse. Have fun, Tobias said. He sounded just a little wistful in my mind. It was a strange thing. I guess I, an alien, could go to his school, but he could not. I will, I called back over my shoulder. Unfortunately, bending that way made me fall over. It takes practice to walk on just 2 legs. And that's the end of that chapter. A nice short chapter, so I have the full day ahead of me, nearly. Yeah. I don't know what. I have not really been able to wake up today. Hang on. Now, I'm very careful about any consumption of, coffee, just because acid reflux can be a problem. And if you have not had the joy of experiencing acid reflux, you be glad. It's not good when it happens. Not good at all. But I'm using coffee to help keep me perked up. Especially as, I dramatic readings. I need to not be like, hey, Axe said this, and yeah. So anyways, about this chapter, I'm going to focus on Tobias and Ax. I mean, Tobias is, like X points it out, Tobias is the actual human, and yet because of his situation, he can't actually go to school anymore. I mean, I know of when we were all kids, going to school wasn't exactly the highlight of our week. Waking up early, going to school, coming home, yeah. So, but at the same time, that's not being able to go to his own school is a reminder to Tobias that he's not human. Like, unlike the others, he can't spend a second of the day pretending his situation is different. Like, Marco and Jake can play video games. Rachel can go shopping. Cassie can just work in the rehabilitation clinic. But, Tobias is like, as being constantly reminded that about his situation. And so, yeah, he can't go to the school. So I definitely think he is feeling sad about not being able to go. And here's Ax, an alien. He can go to the school just fine for one time. Something that Tobias can't do anymore. So, for this chapter, I'm going to ask an interesting question because all the questions I ask you to comment on are always very interesting. I've thought about them for years, and that's a bunch of BS. But anyways, do you think Tobias is jealous of Ax about being able to go to school? Please comment down below, let me know. And also, if you have any other comments about this chapter, comment down below. I would love to get started in a discussion. But remember, no major spoilers in the comments down below. This because I'm hoping against hope that people really get into the series because of these videos. So, for everyone who has read the entire series, you know there's some pretty big twists and turns that shouldn't be spoiled for newcomers. But if you do want to talk spoilers with me and you are on the YouTubes, link in the description to my Tumblr Ask Box, and I'll just list any spoilers you want. Or talk about spoilers. There would be a shitload of spoilers if I was starting to list even a small amount of them. Eek. Should choose my words more carefully. And if you're new to this fandom, you're a new Animorph, welcome. Sorry to say this fandom does not have cookies, but what it does have are cinnamon buns, aka humanity's greatest creation. And if you would love your own copy of Animorphs number 8, The Alien by Kay Applegate, if you're on the YouTubes, link in the description. If you are on my bloggity blog, link down below, and both links will take you to where you can buy your very own copy of Animorphs number 8, The Alien by K.A. Applegate. Now, I can understand why you wouldn't want to buy via those links, but here's 3 things that can happen if you buy via those links. 1, you get your very own copy of Animorphs number 8, The Alien by K.A. Applegate. 2, you help support the author, K. Applegate. That's good. And 3, you help support me in this blog. So if you like everything I do, and I'm not just talking about this Animorphs dramatic reading, I'm talking about my blog as a whole and all the sort of expenses I incur over that. So if you do like my blog and everything I do, it's also a way to help support me and get something for yourself. And if you're on the YouTubes, like this video if you also weren't too fond of going to school when you were younger. And if this video gets more dislikes than likes because of that, wow. Just wow. Wow. Also, remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I will be reading the whole Animorphs series. So if you don't want to miss a single moment, remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on any video. And the other dramatic reading I'm doing on this channel is The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Polini. I was about to say E.L. James, like, wow, that's totally the wrong series. But anyways, yeah. So if you like that series too, stay tuned. I do that once a week, though. Only once a week, sorry. And if you're on my bloggity blog and on the desktop version of my bloggity blog, please choose the follow by email option. This way you never miss out on any of my blog posts ever again. And because the original really long blog post may take another month or two to get out, I'm doing a smaller long blog post that still might take a week or two to get edited and written and put out. But at least it's not as long time as waiting a few months. And this might actually be the new normal. I might be working on 2 long posts at once, so more content for you to enjoy, less sleep for me to have, but at least I have acid reflux and coffee. And the next episode of my Animorphs dramatic reading will be in a few short hours. So stay tuned. Just keep on watching older videos of mine, see how much I have improved, and you'll be all set and ready to view the latest video when it comes out. And until next video,